events and networking for any cause where you do there. You don't get international certificates. KNS College, fully accredited by Tertiary Education Commission and National Council for Technical and Vocational Award. Then they 18 Dundas Street. If you're able to reach there, call on the telephone number 079 442 442 or 075 442 442, or you visit their websites www.kns.edu.sl. Apply now because better space no dey. KNS College, skill for today, career for tomorrow. KNS 18 Dundas Street, Lookmina Road, Alana IT this week.
Not to know the pressure me. Not to know the pressure me. Yeah. Not to know the
March 23, 1991, Warford on a Salone. For 11 years, people suffer, people die, then cut people hand them, rape woman them, bonus them, do all kind bad thing them. For 11 years.
January 18, 2002, the late President Ahmed Tijan Kaba declared, say,
the war done.
The Truth and Reconciliation Commission be recommend, say, we forget one day na Salone where we go take member the war. So, December 11, 2025, His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio declare, say, January 18 every year na Remembrance Day.
Day for member with brother and sister them, mama and papa them we die upon the war. Day for recognize the one them where the war left mark upon them. The one they then cut the hand and do other bad thing then too. Day for honor the one them we survive the war. Now that make this January 18 for the first time we they mark National Remembrance Day for member the one them where we lost and for show respect to the one them we survive.
This na time for think back usa we don't come out. Think but usa we want for go. Na time for make we come together. Join on for all the collabs where we get so now with two hand. So, from January 14 to January 21, make white be your symbol. You get ribbon, you get small pieces. Once na white, pin am na you close. For show quiet one say, peace then na we arm. And safe for sure say, we remember waiting be happen na the war. Because Salone now we all young. And now it's one word, collapse go day, take go. National Remembrance Day.
Salone, the member. This message they come out from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, Talking Drum Studio Salone, and Boku other partner them.
This one is a special dedication to all the people of this nation. Real, all the lovers of radio democracy, all the lovers of radio land, the voice of the masses. Hear this, come on. Come down, selector. Come down, selector. 98.1, the voice of the people. Radio democracy, radio democracy.
Alright, the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. It's exactly 7:30 for most o'clock. Stay tuned as we come to you news and current affairs program. Good morning, Salone.
From New Englandville Studios, good morning and welcome to the first edition of the program Good Morning Salone for this week. We come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today on Monday, January 19, 2026, and we'll bring the program to you this Monday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And Musa Kamara, my name. Good morning. Inside today's edition of the program Good Morning Salone, the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julia Jallow, say, part of Inwaka na the Eastern region na for make peace between SLPP member them we don't get chamot during the party lower level election. The the Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Abdul M. Fatoma, don call on President Bio for set up investigation committee for lost na the custody. And today inside the program Good Morning Saloon, as yesterday January 18 mark 24 year with the rebel war end na saloon. Today Radio Democracy they look waiting at some of the lessons them where saloon don't learn from that time day to now.
With this and plenty other story than they for inside the program this morning. Members say they listen live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Members say Nali Rock Metal Group, the sponsor of Radio Democracy, for bringing the program Good Morning Salon come to you. And this program is powered by Afisel. You listen live from radio partner them. Radio Shallow 89.5 na Koinaduga and Falabadi Street. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5. Radio 1G 101.3 na Puja on this street. Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia. Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kainlang. Vupad Radio na Waterloo. Voice of Sandon Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street. Voice of Karine na Kamakuyo 98.0. Voice of Maso Pujon this street. Advocacy Radio Putloko this street. Radio Katsbami on 106.7 at Tonkolimba. And Earth FM on 95.9 na Moyamba this street. The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by writing, sending you a message on Radio Democracy Facebook page or dropping a message on the number 077-981-981.
As we mentioned inside one power headline today inside the program Radio Democracy, they look at the 11-year rebel war. We mark 24 years since it done. We they look at the lessons learned and waiting now the way forward for avoid some of the things that we been lead to the rebel war. For can help we discuss inside the program, we'll get Dr. Gilo Spencer, and I've been first time Minister for Information. Good morning, Doc, and welcome to the program Good Morning Saloon. And also na the program I want for welcome Alusain Bangura, and the public relations officer for war wounded retired Sujamandem. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning Radio Democracy. Good morning to Mama Salon.
Okay, inside the program we start for look at issues, and we go to the chairman for the Monument and Relics Commission, Joseph Benkafala, don't say government for use the January 18 National Remembrance Day for take action them. We go change the status of people who suffer upon the level near rebel war. And make this call inside one interview with Radio Democracy where they talk about how the Monument and Relics Commission go work for support other institutions them so that then go get national impact. He talk more to Jaffarman Davis inside this interview.
The proclamation came about after several years of work from me personally in collaboration with the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, and now Attorney General Alpha Cisse Esquire. Over the years, I done the push for make the government proclaim a National Remembrance Day because that's now be one of the recommendations that where the Truth and Reconciliation Commission say we for do after the Civil War. A day where we will decide for honor the victims, reflect on the conflict, and promote peace building efforts. Now that we don't finally achieve this day, people they don't wonder why January 18 as National Remembrance Day. So the TRC go through several dates during the Sierra Leonean Civil War and decides say the most appropriate date could be the day where President Ahmad Tijan Kaba declared the Sierra Leone Civil War over in Alunge on January 18, 2002 as the appropriate date for what we proclaim as National Remembrance Day.
In all of this, how, as an institution, we do not think about the timeliness of them? You think, say, it late or it can the item?
Mickey always say it's never too late for a good idea. The TRCB intend say we would proclaim a Remembrance Day immediately after the war. But it not happen. And over the years, I don't lobby until we don't finally get it. We're not going to sit down and complain about whether it's too early or it's too late. Now at the time for that we come together as Sierra Leoneans, primarily for do waiting at the major intent of a Remembrance Day. for deal with the remaining legacies of the Sierra Leonean Civil War, particularly in regards to victims and where they still suffer among we. And then also for make sure, say, we create systems going forward so that the next generation of Sierra Leoneans could learn about that conflict day. I don't want to let people then treat it like then other holiday. Then this is not so ordinary holiday. This is not holiday for let we remember, reflect, and commit to peace building as alone.
Okay, so with this, because the Monument Heritage Commission, they under the tourism sector, any lobbying or anything that they do now will impact the tourism sector. This proclamation gets any way they contribute for impact this sector?
Yes, National Remembrance Day, they impact various sections. Now, a National Remembrance Day, it will also impact the tourism sector because we Civil War history in a part of we past now, a part of who that we be. As violent as that conflict been there, I hope say would they take the opportunity for learn from the things that we make we descend into violence and strengthen with commitment to peace building. If the country peaceful, tourism they improve. I mean, nobody wants for going a country way unstable, and that make it important for let we stop annually, commemorate, remember, and recommit to peace building process because we all know say peace fragile. Things can happen at any time, and that make I can constantly repeat say peace not a thing where God the give from heaven. Peace now the product of the collective effort of human beings. Now we they choose for forgive with neighbor and be compassionate to with neighbor. So now that make we need for continue intentionally for participate in this peace building process. But we also know say now certain things then go wrong and make we attack we self in the country because na civil war, not so other people then come out aside can invade we. Now we self attack we self and kill we self for 11 years. We commitment now for make remember that and they honor the one that we died during the conflict and make sure so we work consistently to make sure that this country not go ever descend into that kind of conflict. And once the conflict comes to be peaceful, tourists then will come.
Okay. So government through the Ministry of Information and Civic Education under our line say this day will be commemorated from the 14th to the 21. What I believe say every other institution when a government institution go they follow in that way. In my own space as a commission of the tourism sector, on don't plan any activities or any kind way for symbolize own remembrance as part of an effort to be do for Ladies' Day be proclaimed?
We all get the schedule of activities. We all, as a nation, get for participate. This commission or the staff get for do their parts in that Remembrance Day. But for me personally, before I came at the commission, I be the run a center we then call Center for Memory and Reparations. Every year we host a remembrance ceremony at the memorial sites in Alunge, and then we also bring school picking them together for do community service. Usually then they clean the community or public spaces such as the government hospital. So this year we bring them together again for participate in that community service because I believe say when community fails it will lead to conflict. And the best way for build community, for create a community where they take care of itself.
Okay, so with this, I could talk about how this day can happen on Sunday. Many people sit at home on Sunday and things like that. I could talk also again about the Ministry of Information and other institutions leading this campaign for this National Remembrance Day. They don't talk about having a 2-minute silence. Why this important and how this going for impact the goal way the country want to achieve behind this initiative?
I mean, the reason why we can take minutes of silence generally now for create an intentional moment of remembrance, for that we pause and reflect on whatever situation we will confront. And in this case, the first official national remembrance, and therefore we need for give people then 2 minutes for pause and focus on the reason why we they commemorate this day. And that make the 2 minutes of silence important. But me also believe say we need for for go a little bit more beyond that. We need for take concrete actions for improve the lives of victims where they still suffer among we. I think say that for be one fundamental aspect of a National Remembrance Day.
So this would be the message.
I encourage Sierra Leoneans for take the time for participate in the various activities then with the Peace Commission and the Ministry of Civic Education don't put together, and also for suggest say if nothing else carry forward the idea of community service on National Remembrance Day. If you're not a teacher, volunteer with say they teach you. You go church, volunteer with them picking in a Sunday school, and your community you can mobilize people then for join you for do an important community service. If you get enough resources, you can donate to people that we need. I suggest say if you get resources for donate, important for donate to the Amputees and War Wounded Association, because then they really suffer among we from the effects of that violent civil war.
The chairman for the Monument and Relics Commission, Joseph Benkaifala, they talked to Jaffarman's Davis in an interview. He said they call on government for use January National Remembrance Day for member or take action we could improve the life of the one them we affected by the 11-year rebel war. Well, as the war ending yesterday make 24 years, today we look at the lessons learned and some of the experience them during this war and waiting at the way forward. Earlier, we don't introduce we studio guest them, Dr. Julius Spencer, Inabe Minister of Information, sometime during this rebel war. So we don't welcome at the program, and also Alusain Bangura, Public Relations Officer for War Wounded Retired Soldier Man them all a bit of welcome at the program. But I start with Alusain Bangura, Public Relations Officer, the War Wounded Associations. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Radio Democracy, and good morning, Mama Salon.
And governments don't declare January 18 every year as Remembrance Day for member the one them we been suffer during the war. During then 10 day, give me a quick recap of Wusai Alusain Bindi in Abinwuda.
Well, really, Alusain be a very small boy in this country as a child soldier. We stand firm for the British nation in the hands of the Fodis and Corps and the others.
Now, you come now as retired soldier, and then you say you have been boy soldier. When you joined the military, and how comes you get an issue?
I joined the military 1992. As been a very small boy. I got this issue in 1996.
Okay. Now, what are the issue we Alusain get?
Alusain gets a blast injury as you watch me hit. Very serious, very injury. That I get a fragment with the right inside me hit. Where this don't make me left there stick. I can die at any time because of poor medical facility. Where at least we don't undergo in this country. After all the promises we government and we don't make, or the big one at least we don't do. The fair treat now this country. Where at least they make many fake promises to we sacrifice our lives and really make we no land book and think and say yes, the future of today will be better. Not of all like we now. We own days and done, but we're picking them.
Alright. Now you mentioned say you joined the army in 1992.
Yes, sir.
And who say you been there where you get this issue? Where you say bomb blast now you eat?
Well, this issue I get on Bumpe Tabe, and then I get this damage by the RAF rebels.
Alright, so describe the scene for somebody where not me witness and but let it feel and know.
Well, really, it's terrible for a soldier. You know what I mean? If you watch film, you see what soldier they go through. For a soldier get an injury like this, when rebel can attack, now we are the sacrificial lambs them. Whoever don't sacrifice, the commander say, hey, go there, make sure that enemy for move from that position. Then we have no option till we make sure whether we bend that enemy head down to death or we go back. So really pathetic for really explain the stories like this to this nation. Towards what we read today, from the HE when I be once a soldier, where in I be once a commander with we at the battlefront, where someone fulfill. Rather unfortunate for at least this particular day can be a day where they remember things like this, where be say this for don't be part of in priority. Remember say yes, I get brothers them where me and them fight this war. If today I'm called the father of democracy, now then why are not the roots them? Now then be the people them will make me get the name or will make I even get this power for today. But nothing of the kind. We are in pain, we are dying slowly. Now we can't ask them. Because we don't consider ever after all what we don't go through in this nation. Now we don't end up for be the laughing stuff. Even we end up for be whether the RAF them will infiltrate war in this country, where we stand for at least tell them say no, this country is a peaceful country, we no unfair day. Because after we don't sacrifice we left them for this nation, all the promises that they made for us, even put some into black and white, today end up na the politician them pocket, the corrupt one them pockets them.
So we can look at some of them promises them, so you they represent war wounded retired soldier man them.
Yeah.
Now how most people they talk about now?
Well, presently if I can talk, will be more than 800, but due to the sufferation, the number they up to 500 for now. Because of the sufferation, people they die with no medication, dying slowly with stress. Because if I can remember what I don't go to remember say tomorrow will be better. They hear me today, I still in the stress. Presently what you don't for the television.
We look at some of them stress them here. So what are some of the conditions them of them retired soldiers there? So we represent as PRO now.
The condition is very much poor. Very much poor. Really if I can say around for them people that really hear we and let President Bill really see the soldier and say yes, we feel shame. We really feel shame, we not be expect say yes, we go there now this condition. After we be the feel say yes. If we young brother kind of power, things go be better for we. We begin this halala of better living from the days of President Kaba, take on to President Anesbai Kurma. Now we this way beat Paulo Conte. I have an evidence on my phone. I get the video at our Hill Junction. All now because of waiting. For Lord make sure say the right thing be done. After waiting done, then are black and white. One person will just sit down and think and say, they are nothing. But the belief that we get, we just can't for pass through this planet Earth. God therefore go ask you, how you treat?
Alright. Take that. In name na Alusain Bangura, in the public relations officer for the wounded in action. As we did inside the program this morning, we look at waiting done they happen after the war and what we for do as a country so that we no go back. Continue for the way to inside the program. Alusain, we'll come over to you now, Dr. Julius Spencer. You mean they around during the tender where the issue they are raised. So describe for listeners them what really happened during the tender day.
Well, other than we don't know the war started in Abomaru 1991. At the time, most of us in Freetown will not be being taken seriously until the war reached Freetown. January 6, rebel invade Freetown, and the number of deaths within Freetown have been based experience and directly. But the rest of the country, most sign of the country will not experience the war, kill people them, displace them, etc., etc. Salon been there in a very terrible state. The possibility at the time for like this country go before not be exist, because when country they at war, and we don't war not from external source. Now we own people there now been affected with self. Because of the war, TRC don't document waiting make we reach the war. Beaucoup people them been done so vexed that then decide for take up arms for faith, for liberate themselves in quotes. But it turned out say that arms will then take up it turned out that thing. Become more violent, people man them, picking them, all kinds of things happen at the one at Salon. Be very brutal war, cut people their hand, cut them foot, etc. The soldier them, yes, then sign for faith and a lot of the injured, plenty die, etc., etc. But ordinary civilian themselves suffer. So maybe Minister 1998, I left government 2001. The government declared the war ended 2002, January 18. So that 11-year period has been difficult period for Salon for most Sierra Leoneans. I don't think say anybody there in a Salon will no feel the war one way or the other. Either it affects you directly or it affects you fumble or you see people that way amputated, all kinds of things. So for Salon, the end of the war be mark the beginning of a new phase. But nothing say we don't do all what we need for do for make we not reach back with our come out.
Okay. Now, Doc, you mentioned say people may vex, and plenty people they describe the war during and up to now as senseless war. What are some of the issues that we may come up? We go into 11-year civil war.
Well, the one that they call a senseless war, either they not read the TRC report or they prefer for ignore them. The one has not been senseless at all. Reason them in the way make we go into war, and as I said, the TRC don't we identify them and categorize them. Plenty things them in the happen have been wrong. First of all, politics. The way our politics been the practice been bad off. Injustice. People they not be able to forget justice. The way how them they seize advantage from people they been pass mark at all levels, not to just through the judicial system, even at the village them. The way how some chief them and they treat them, subject them, all kinds of things they go on. Then you get corruption. Corruption means so bad off that ordinary people not they see way. People then they will just they use country money for themselves. So when you look all anything and they people then they way I tell you, you know that 1991 period, I saw a couple of people join RUF. We start the war. And I can tell people and they say if maybe no who side in the recruit, sometimes me say been for join. Because we all been so dissatisfied, been so vexed with waiting they go on, that and the freedom of speech no exist. You go sit down and taxi or put they go some sound and they talk. You just see one person they go as a driver, turn go here, enter CID. Then can arrest you for waiting, careless talk. All kinds of things that happen. People then they go, young man then go, then come and watch film. Then they keep comping at junction. Police can arrest them for loitering. Carry them go court, charge them, remand them in custody because they say they're not guilty. Sometimes some man go in a prison 3 months, 4 months, just they remand them in custody. Pass one day somebody go advise and say, by the next day you go court, just plead guilty. Got the maximum sentence na be 1 month. Meanwhile, you don't do 4 months in a prison. So until we go court now, we plead guilty, then release them. So all kind of bad things. I've been there by them by road. I meet young man that we vow, so we see them come out and they go join the rebel them. It was as bad as that.
Okay. Doc, given the root cause of the rebel war as documented by the TRC report, you mentioned you have been minister from 1998, that's during the period of the rebel war, and take you back to a documentary we then call Cry Freetown. You been there on the streets of Freetown, and we see according to the narration, you rescue a boy. We been crossfire between the rebel and the Ekomok them. As somebody who been there on the streets, then tendendi, give me a vivid picture of how life been turned like then tendendi as Israelian for Israelian.
You know, person can prefer for try for forget some of the image then they were witness. When before the rebel enter Freetown, a few days before that 10 day, so we've been on the suspect say this thing something go turn out that thing. I've been on the Utekomog before, so I've been sabi use weapon. I go na defense headquarters to General Kobe when I've been chief of defense staff at the time. I go say I want weapon. So then give me rifle because I've been sabi for use them. So I've been getting me a rifle now. That January 6, I've been the monitor police network because me I've been minister of information, so I've been linked on to the police network. I hear with then they talk with president they go because he go government work take ferry and go I hear with then they talk say he don't go, then the rebel overrun the area. He barely escape a few minutes before the rebel overrun the area. Then go 98.1 that end the station the Signal Hill. I try for calm people and down because I link up with Jacomog, then say then they get problem for engage the rebel then because civilian then full up na treat. I call Ali Bangura, we go and 98 begin for broadcast, they talk to people and say let them stay indoors, etc. etc. So that have been the first day. Now, during the next few days, we get for declare curfew. 3 o'clock, Santem curfew. Because ECOMOG will get the difficulty for operate. From that 2 o'clock curfew, we relax some after a while. At some point, we not be no side president day. For the first few days, we not no side president day. Now we going to make decision there as to have waiting for keep the rebel there at bay and engage ECOMOG. Then at some point, may be able to get the password for the move around a net. Or go see what's in the happen, etc. etc. That initial period where they drive na treat after curfew, they see nobody treat clear. That be a strange feeling. But after a while I use them. And then at some point you begin see the body na treat. I don't forget the image of front corner hospital mortuary. After the rebel then begin for the pull back small, then begin for get all the then cops then a treat go pack them front corner mortuary. The cops then be high, like almost the height of the ceiling now, with them pile the body them. They see dog they eat mortal man na treat. Then image then they will be see them when the war in the Liberia of dog they eat mortal. We not been believe say go reach na salon, but we see na salon. See dog they eat mortal man body na treat. We see cops them pile high, they got in the smell na treat. So this Cry Freetown where they then do some documentary Sorio Samora do. At the time I have a Minister of Information, Communication, Tourism and Culture. So I've been getting responsibility for the telecommunication network. The network go down. I think the battery them na Seattle, whatever go down. We get one mobile company at the time, Mobitel. So I've been getting a handset day, and then we try for go turn on the Seattle network back. Go with Kobe, they go around. I'd been there with them when in clear State House for the second term. Because them don't clear the first, the rebel then go the back, then go clear the back. So where they go, for me, one thing where I never forget, one major way die during that war day. And I've been the logistics officer for ECOMOG, Major Arrow. We did Lunge together. He been just married in Westbourne, whilst we did Lunge, he go for go see him baby, take short leave for go see him baby, come back. That man they die during January 6. Then shoot him. That image of the man lay down on top of mud card and they bring and come, they bleed, can go 34, eventually bleed to death, he die. Another person we again died that kind of way in Junior Sawane. He have been like vigilante. When they work with the soldier them, they go along with we that day with Kobe, we reach PZ Junction. Kobe one for move go further down Kisi Road and then go we stop na PZ Junction. Then after a while this Amodka come with both Junior Sawane and this major under the bomb, so then don't shoot them.
Alright, Doc, quickly before we take jingle inside the program, then thing they always see we are in your colleague them, die in front of you, you may be scared then and they say maybe anything will happen to me?
Well, of course. But we don't get some experience earlier when I come up in the kind of return. And that's something we give me a lot of inspiration. Kobe, the late General Kobe, we been fearless, they lead from the front. So if you're there around Kobe, you're not afraid better. Because you see this commander when the day before, the day behind they send anybody, in the day before they lead in troops. So at the time moving around, they said to enter ambush, we then kill some journalists who been there with me. The other bullet lodged in my brain, eventually survived because they made for fly and go helicopter, ambulance ship in there around. But myself enter ambush a few times. Again, I guess because of the kind of person we be, yes, nobody they were not afraid. But which is a courage not to the absence of fear, now the ability for conquer the fear. For despite the fear, for able for do what you believe say you need for do. So they move around because I feel I get a responsibility as Minister of Information for get information for people them, and I know say I save a number of people them way otherwise before die if I not been there around. I've been get a couple of Nigerian soldiers them way they with me as my security. And if I reach a point then tell when they say if me do fashion for carry then goes on side and go shoot me in my foot and say an accidental discharge because me they carry then go dangerous side. So yes, obviously you're afraid, but just like soldier then, non-soldier not go tell you say you're not afraid, you know they get any fear, but now the ability for conquer that fear and do what you need for do for protect yourself and protect other people now important.
Continue for the way to inside the program in name Dr. Julius Spencer. Today I will look at some of the things that will happen during the war and what we need for the as a country so that some of them things that are not going to happen. Before we break, we'll continue the program. Good morning, Saloon.
Look, see how we last camp on this farming business. Now, in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for.
But blopper you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't take on this business. No, they get better. And we just come, they shine like a only.
That's go. And they do well, thing, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get to. That the way I they manage me profits after I don't sell me farm markets. Now make una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Boss here, you get this fine secret, you not tell we you sister them.
Now yeah, that guy for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out by so. You the clothes for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now, I they save. I they cut me cut according to me size. For LP and this, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them where they help you for manage your budget, learn you how for trust and plenty other awareness there we go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Wokel Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
This man is my fault. Nothing on the pressure me.
Oh, boss lady, you the shine, you the glow.
Sammy, well I tell you what, now for Kana Blue Crest College, when na they are they do me digital skills and also get me your small business where I they run pan this digital business here. Then get professional skill course when na fashion design. Now then at the first fashion school na salon. Where then get local and international designers there when na train teachers them for learn you for do fashion design and garment construction. Now they are learn we make I also get me own business where I they run.
When this course here they start?
Admission they on right now. We get bachelor degree in IT honors, professional diploma in IT, honor diploma in hardware and networking, certificate programs select, server infrastructure management, web development, A+, N+, CCNA, CCNP, Java or Python, MS Office and Advanced Excel, graphic design, Tale ERP9, QuickBooks. You can Waka na number 77 Wilkinson Road or call 030-701-701. Blue Crest College. Learn today for being better person tomorrow.
No pressure.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. Inside the program they look at another issue. One history professor Joe Edi Ali don't say government for use the National Remembrance Day for build governance strategy them for help address issue them we bring the 11-year civil war like bad governance, corruption and economic challenge. Professor Joe Edi Ali talked this in our interview with Radio Democracy where he talk about the importance of the National Remembrance Day and how the country for use and for develop in the way go get strength to national peace. He talk more to Jaffaman Davis inside this interview.
Well, you know, in history, dates they're very important. Before you they choose a date, you get to know the significance of that date. So we come to January 18. January 18, Remembrance Day come out as a result of the war we've been getting at this country from 1991 to 2002. Some people will remember say on the 18th of January 2002, President Kaba formally declared the war over. Na longe will be say the war done. So now on that date, President Kaba declared say the war done. Then where the TRC, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where them set up for look into the history of the war, waiting cause them and waiting people them for do for reconcile themselves. One of the recommendations that we the TRC we make now for choose a date where we will able member waiting been done pass and waiting we for do we will make waiting been done happen may it not happen again. That take a very long. This was in 2004 and only this year a few weeks ago where President Bio formally declared January 18th as Remembrance Day.
So this declaration of January 18th as National Remembrance Day, even though it came out very, very late, but making this declaration to the country, what's in this show?
Well, one, it show a number of things that we able member waiting be non pass with respect to the war. We they also remember the people that will suffer na the war. Then also the survivors who will left for let we reflect on waiting be don't happen so that we not go repeat the mistakes them will be happen will lead to the war.
Also, in that kind importance there, so you don't explain. According to how the history been telling, how best you think say nowadays citizens them can better remember this day?
Well, one we get for recall waiting happen. This not to follow blame. Say now this do this, now this do that. But when we remember all the things will lead to the war not just happen overnight. You know, for the Sanko and others not just grab one morning, then he fed na this country. Although we know they justify waiting then do, but we get to understand the events that will lead to the war. So like bad governance, youth marginalization, economic deprivation, corruption, all them things that will lead to that war day, we for make sure say we not repeat them. Because when the war done, one of the slogans that we been doing are never again. But never again, no they come by itself. Now people them go make sure say it not happen again. And also Remembrance Day we need for talk about peace. Peace very important because if peace not there, we say we sit down so today we not go sit down there. We know say during the war it displays a lot of people. Nothing not been they work properly, past them illegal things then. But when peace come after the war, we now able for begin develop. Because you can lay down now with collard, do clean, you go about your business. You know the members say people then they shoot here or then will go hold you under. So why would they remember January 18 as Remembrance Day? One of the things we really need for preach now peace. Peace from the homes, the communities, and the nation. Because that's not the foundation of development really. If we not get peace, we're not going to do anything serious.
In all of this, government, citizens, civil society, and all other different sectors and get big role for play. Where the country don't get this National Remembrance Day now, how important it be for then different sectors of society begin all the role to accountability for play and fine?
Well, first we need for no say National Remembrance Day, although na public holiday, in not time like there on a public holiday, they come go na beach, go enjoy, do this, do that. This na a day of reflection. of wetin may not happen. Then, as you say, every sector na the country get a role for play. Government get a own role for play. Civil society get a own role for play. Young people then get their own role for play. For ensure say that dark chapter now with history, 1991 to 2002, we not go back there.
According to governments, through the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, one idea or strategy where they want for use for make citizen and every sectors of society able for better remember this day, and they ask about 2-minute silence. This can get any impact towards the remembrance?
Well, yes, that 2-minute silence is important for let we remember, particularly the one that we lost their life in the war. But that is just one aspect of the celebration. People then get for those, like young people can engage in community development, clean una area there, make sure say una talk to young people there, them bad thing the way that they do, but they not for do them. Although not one day really, but me they look at a process where now continuous teaching. This year now we do it for the first time, so a lot of people don't know about them. But I'm sure in other years there, that message will don't go round now. That way we say National Remembrance Day, now society we for do for we community, now we homes, now we nation, for ensure say peace day now this country.
Many people get a lot of things that they engage in, and asking for 2-minute silence in whatever activities you do, whether you do work for just take a break for that one day. And one way, particularly the Gen Z generation, go try for avoid because of the things say the thing will happen and it no matter to them again because they get peace now. How important or why important for the nowadays population see this as something where they take as part of their citizens' responsibility?
If I be things say the day more important to them than we were the older people, because that was hamburg them a lot. A lot of people lost school, they lost their jobs, their future been bleak. And now make the Gen Z for be very much interested in this, because now they get for carry this country forward. We, the older people, now go where they go. We for left this country now their hand in a very firm way, so that mistake we be don't do with the old one them, they not go able to do it again.
Well, that's now we reporter Jafferman Davis made a talk to one history professor when Joe Idi Ali explain here inside an interview they also say government need for develop strategy for look at thing there women cause the 11-year civil war. The program na Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Musa.
Inside the program we still get we studio guest them Alusain Bangura, Public Relations Officer, war wounded for retired soldier them, and also we get Dr. Julius Spencer, who have been First Minister for Information and Communication. We come to Alusain Bangura, the Public Relations Officer for war wounded. Now you don't talk about your experience. You represent an association now, and you make mention some of the concerns the Mona begin talk about them. What are the pressing needs them where war wounded retired soldier then get now, where you want seek government attention for?
God bless you, Mr. Moderator. Really, they need them because the government they not know even start to waiting them. They don't say them for do for we. First to start with, we need accommodation. It's nothing where they put pan black and white. That yes, we need to get shelter. The medical is a priority. If you know well, you know sick, you know diamond, like what this one I get this fragment is made. Tomorrow morning, then go call Star TV, say, Star Radio, say that young man, the PRO be cancer guy, don't die you due to that injury we get in head. But then need there, now they really want for let government address. Number 3, scholarship. For picking them, I told them put pan black and white. That then go pay for 4 picking them for we from primary, even nursery to university. All length years will not come to pass. I feel say if for be something real, not for just talk or put on na black and white, at the end of the day fade out. If you see me bigger papa be the talk just now, really some of the things that will lead road war for less than and other stake weapon. Now this them may use as a weapon against Sierra Leone. The past hurts them. Say this reason or this reason make one flush this particular governance so that we go bring the correct system come up. But all of a sudden, we don't go through this how many year brutal war. I feel say just after the war, like we tell we say now, okay now, we they pull una inside the army because now don't damage. Why specialists they win a British man and tell them say no, them man we no need for pull inside the army. We need to pay them. If we not see how they pull inside the army, we not find a suitable area for them where them go there, now they pay them. And say no, they make all these recommendations. And I can't inside the army are fit because they get for test you all we are. Yes, if you fit. So if you call me say again, come down, I can't check you. You say I'm not fit again. I'm not getting nothing for force because this is about national issue. The mission will bring me up. He say I don't accomplish it. For at least make sure the peace we at least others than one. For let balance now this country, we make sure we put them together.
What are the living condition of members then at this association now?
Fearful. A really fearful, brother. What they say? People they sleep in the streets. We don't be veterans of this nation. We don't liberate this nation. We make pain day inside we very seriously. Because if you can remember, you don't liberate nation and think I say at the end of the day, if you are not get profit, but I get profit because me picking go can rep me in the main feature. But if that picking back can enter into the same shoe. So waiting you gain, nothing you not gain. Now stress you gain. We brothers then, we just the language now the streets of Mama Salon. We don't become laughing stuff of this nation. Look at them. Yes, as I've been talked earlier. We feel by the RAF there now, we bring one at this country. If I can say RAFs and they will get ministerial post honorable where they live now this country under this present government they say, how about we will be the sacrificial lambs then of this nation? We deal with the language now the streets of freedom. We are bittered.
So what do you do now for survive your family?
You know easy presently. I remain for the something why I say yanda operation they do that person get land for go brush and I can't go brush am for me. I go there go brush give me that my little thing and can make me home sustain because we know waiting at the meaning of the peace we at least will enjoy for this day.
Right. Almost picking you get.
I get 4 picking them.
Then the university or
no
primary school?
No. I get 3 na secondary. I get 1 na primary. Where then they can cope up for going at the higher level. But the way self are the see things and just they go adjust they try me best but I don't begin weak. Because if they check outside low education they how the picking they go higher and so the terms and conditions of your responsibility they go higher.
Now you say you need for brush and do work before you able survive.
Yes sir.
Somebody when they listen will ask you what about the pension with the government they give you?
It's disgraceful, it's shameful.
How much do you receive monthly?
I receive 340 million. Only 40,000, 340,000 only. Now they receive. Now inside there I get for get medical or at least I go remember say slap by this mercy slap put in a corner should be case I get an attack here I can yes sir you ask okay
now we dey talk about 2 type of pension we una been dey receive.
Yes sir.
Una get one for the service as soldier.
Yes sir.
And una get the invalidity
pension
from NASIT.
Yes sir.
These are 2 type of pension.
Yes sir.
Put together you still receive the invalidity pension.
Yes sir. When you combine both now I tell you about so sir it's very much poor.
Now you una all they receive?
No well some man they receive 4 something I'm not gonna lie. Yes some man they receive them for something but what you mean they receive 9 dandy for months.
What you can do with the money where you go take?
Really?
Yeah.
It's shameful, it's disgraceful. Pastor Nte I go hand over give the woman. Remember no more they receive 300 and some loans. We not even do for buy half bag rest, begin they go school. All lengthen in day. Now for just hand over give the woman, we at least now woman with consciousness, because boko of we woman don't left we go. Because me on the bear me because one the reason say yes, this man a lekan. I not lekan for whether it don't be before or for whether it be, but lekan for what you mean they can do for today.
Alright, now look at you health. It can bug you, can get any attack?
Very seriously, sir.
What it can put to you?
I can get a shock where blood they come on my nose, blood they come on my ace, even this hand where they see so. I dey lay me hand now for that feel say now something I lay me hand pa. It's not too easy.
Now, Alusain,
yes,
we dey look at the past and waiting salon they learn from that. Now, I take you to happenings now. We see grievances somehow. We Soja Denki Express, and we see incidents in Lunge Airport, and we see recent one Benguma again. We say an officer shoots a senior. These are some expressions where they know able to come out and talk.
Yeah.
During una own era, how we been done like in terms of grievances na the military compared to now in terms of addressing where people vex and address them, challenge them for make them no result to taking life?
Well, I go say we days them in more modernized discipline. But they inside we never mind we been there into crucialness, because when people hold arm, the first where we go fishing now people go for adamant, deal without no control. But yes, control be there in we. If you dey watch now, how we brothers in Deep and go, like the rather unfortunate issue happen na Lunge. If you check, according to my understanding, these are some of the things then which else you recommend. Corruption. This na for una all. Then me, Mr. X, take and say, I find past Mr. Y. Or because I pass her in rank, like go to the and go through. So now, we big one there, after all waiting them, we don't make put into black and white. Then what we say, then pass we. Yes. After we don't do everything, then push we at the dustbin. Then now she don't today, they enjoy their enjoyment and they leave some man and the wall don't to open now. Some man idea don't to vast. They take and say, but me and they take her. Like for the one at Benguma, so waiting I get for me, no. The soldier not try because not so that way the soldier for behave. The Institute of the Army now one of the professional institute. Well, people like you say, when you see the army, tap at you. You don't let handle. Yes. For let you go be a subject that you challenge your boss. You really undone. So I feel like for that me authority, whether junior man go killed and put in family there in this funny position.
Continue for the way to enter the program. Alusain Bangura, PRO War Wounded in Action. We'll come over to you, Dr. Julius Spencer. A lot of things then they will happen during the war and waiting lead to as you hear from Alusain, a mention about corruption and other things there. At this moment, are we seeing some of the things there they happen? We've been lead to some of the issues that we'll get 11 years back.
I will say yes. I will come back to that, but some of waiting Alusain talk so. I want to make a few comments on them. You know, yesterday I go back to the TRC recommendations. And it's very clear within the TRC recommend. The one that we then call mandatory recommendations, where according to law, government for implement. Even this declaration of January 18 as Day of Remembrance, from 2004, it don't be a mandatory recommendation. Now, this government don't do them. Death penalty for pull-am now law books. It don't did it from 2004. I think last year and pull-am, criminal libel, etc. All that thing and they as part of the recommendation them. I may go suggest that and this medical thing where they talk, not to just for war wounded, even women them picking them when are victims of rape, etc. Then supposed for receive free medical. It then the TRC recommendation as a mandatory recommendation. Now, the TRC now being not to be just a national body, then again international people them as part of the TRC column panel. We review all the thing them and make recommendations. And the recommendations as Professor J.A.D. Ali say, now been for make sure say we not go back us or come out. We need for do that thing and then get about 200 recommendations. But the one they went a mandatory recommendations, I think about 20. Of that one and they, not to all self don't implement it. So me go advise government, do ya? Una go back and look the recommendation and they and try for implement them, not to just the mandatory one them, even the other one you get two other categories of recommendation them where government for implement. Because yes, we they see some the thing them way been they happen before the war. We were old enough, we experience them, we they see some of and still. If you take the issue of injustice, we still they see a lot of injustice. Even recently they able to that day na Pademba Road where they 10 years they accuse them of murder. If they 10 years, you know they go court safe. He don't sick, he don't paralyze. The other two complainant, the other two accused them don't die. Who's kind of justice system dandy? Person they get case in a court and file the loss. They file the loss so they're not even able for call up in case na court. Just day Pademba Road. So 19 and there, I know say government on they tried and we don't get now we get this this agency where they help people and we not get money for take lawyer. But legal aid board, right? So things they not improve a bit. But I think so we need for go way beyond that. We need for try for make sure see all the things that will lead to the war not happen again. And the thing in Boku we need for pay attention to. For me, thing and the way government after government don't fail for do. For me go commend this government because then don't do things the way previous government they not do. As I said, they don't TRC recommendation are from 2004. Now recently some of them things and they be implemented. So I think say this government will don't do some of them things and they need for go look at their TRC recommendation and they gain. I think say the greatest legacy where President Biogo left for this country. Now for make sure say we really get lasting peace. And if you get people and we're so angry like them war wounded former soldier man them, almost invariably then get picking there. Then get fumble there. Where they see the suffering where then they go through. Medical, free medical, they're supposed to forget them. This Alusan they talk about fragment and brain, probably no, but cannot now get neurosurgery. Person the way they do surgery in the brain and all kind of things. So me go suggest that it could. And I think say the Association of War Wounded need for take up the matter with first of all, not even the ministry, NACSA, 9 and designate for follow-up on their thing and they for the victims. At some point when they say the one the way caused the war, then get better service than the one they were not being victims, because the National Commission for Disarmament, Demobilization and Reintegration, and we pay attention to reintegration. But one thing we up till today we not fully acknowledge and do anything but now trauma. The trauma where people suffer and that trauma counseling where people need. It partly responsible for a lot of the violence where they happen delicate today. So me go urge government for look the TRC recommendations again and begin for implement the one they will not implement it. Okay. For ordinary people, I think it's important let everybody go read that chapter where they call antecedents to the war.
Okay. Dr. Spencer, continue for stay with me inside the program. We'll come back. We go engage you on some of the things we the country need for do for avoid the thing them we been lead to the rebel war and also Alusign. We will continue for engage you inside the program for tell you about the situation of the war wounded and what you expect from the authority them. If you just they join with they will look at the 11-year rebel war we done in 24 years now, and we look at what in the government need for do for or the state need for do for avoid some of the things that we been lead to rebel war and improve the living conditions or standard of the one them we been suffer during this war. We'll go for a break. We'll come. We'll continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
The government of the people, by the people, for the people, Salon, now we go. And before the next sunrise, our future is already set. Let no politics, no religion, no tribal conflicts, opinions separate us. But hand in hand, we go into the groove. Democracy, the government of the people, by the people, for the people, Salon, now we go. And before the next sunrise, our future is already set. We've been led for too long, so long. Our return seem impossible, even though we tried. Our progress gets difficult every day, yeah, yeah. We all need a moment of silence to know who we are and why we exist. We've been down too long in the slums, so long. It's a declining economy and increasing adversities, designed by the vaunting ambition of those who lead us. The young men spend fruitless hours in the ghetto, no future, no hope. The young girls gave up their pride of womanhood. Why? For survival. Parents spend sleepless nights thinking how to settle the bills. Inflation causing madness everywhere. Our children have no hope for the future. See how we're falling apart. Let no politics, no religion, no tribal conflicts, opinions separate.
Yes, indeed, no politics. The song inside the program Good Morning Salon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We go for a break quick. We'll continue for a look at issues inside the program Good Morning Salon.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody elect you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office elect you not get the account number. Buy Ed-Salite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Jagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. Lucky I small. Now imagine say the day when you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him, and you begin save just 1,000 euros, no more, or any amount every month done with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000 no more. Now let me fast forward and say you pikin don't reach 13 years and you don't ready for take NPSC exam. Don't remember say you be done the save na UBA for you pikin in future one bye. Then you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 euros done the day. With no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your pikin, you don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for your pikin. With just 250 new loans, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the pikin birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license, and back utility bill from the last 3 months. Maintain minimum balance of 250 millions and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and run come open UBA Kiddies account for you pikin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account get. Because small gather today mean bebe gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, one brand partnering for progress.
UBA, best customer satisfaction. Corruption.
Me sister, better don't come for we country.
Like how?
Where we don't get the opportunity for get back money and property them, where government workman them and other people like can get bank corruption, money laundering, and plenty other yuki business. Then call this asset recovery. International law like the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, we own anti-corruption law, and the anti-money laundering law self-support them.
Who that stand there before for make this happen?
Now the Anti-Corruption Commission and the Financial Intelligence Agency, but it not happen. They can work with other agencies there like the banks, the police, the judiciary, and the international partners them.
Baba, this not good to know. But how this go benefit we country?
Their money and assets where they take back from corrupt people them, government can use them for bring more development, we go better the life of Salon people them. But if this for happen, therefore make sure say them fend with them for work together one with partners them na Salon and other countries them, so that we go able to recover more assets. Same way so, therefore make sure say they investigate and take stronger action against anybody where they fail not say make investment overseas with money where the person gets from corruption, no matter who that the person be. Again, therefore get proper policy wey go guide them how for use their assets when they get back, so that yuki no go dey at all. This message comes from Transparency International and Salon with support from the European Union Rapid Grant through Transparency International Secretariat na Berlin, Germany.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give we customers them loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Na UTB, all we customers them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we customers them banking service. We then a plenty sign of the country. We then a Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono, and Mile 91. You can get more information but we na www.utb.sl or come now we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank na the true bank for you.
The program Good Morning Salon Day continue. We look at one power headlines to reach the Mugusa one interview to the democracy. The Chief Executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Abdul M. Fatoma, don't call on President Bill for set up investigation committee for investigate the judiciary of Salon for no outcome. 38 Commission of Inquiry filed them lost na the cost study. Abdul M. Fatoma explained more to Usman Kamara inside this interview.
We're widely concerned about the status of the Commission of Inquiry where this country be organized through the SLPP-led government. When they take over 2018, then do an investigation, the GTT report, and then the recommendations they made for set up a Commission of Inquiry. And when they set up the Commission of Inquiry through a constitutional instrument, and then on the 2020 March, the Commission of Inquiry submit their findings and reports to the President of this country. And so people that were then found wanting during the Commission of Inquiry hearings, will last within 18 months or so. We get the right for appeal, the things that we then find out about them during the Commission of Inquiry hearing. And the appeal process starts based on record back in 2021. And in 2021 to 2022, some people are able to get, their own judgment. So some people spend 1 year, some people less than a year. And now, some people 5 years. So we use the right to access to information law for requests for updates on the matters. Also, some of them cases that they did as we stand, because the public will not forget about some of the important things there. Be able to understand the judiciary not fully want for comply with them, so they pass the 15 days deadline with the Act say. But as notorious than they in disregarding laws, including the right to access to information law. So this time around, they were forced. The right to access to information, write them an order letter that then they order them for submit the request they would make within 7 days. That was the time they write again, deceitfully, then cite a provision where not even exist.
What's that provision, yeah?
They cite a provision where then state inside the right to access to information. But that very provision where then go cite, not a provision where they exist at all not inside the right to access to information. So with that, we will get for patient and wait them for the 15 days extension request. And after that 15 days extension request, then we be get for receive a letter from them, then at the 17th December 2025, say they only get 108 cases. And also, when we read through and analyze the information that we then give, we begin for land, say 28 cases, then no get records at all, no record, nothing for them, that in possession. So it is suggested possibly maybe they're not missing or no information not there. And then also 3 cases then, 3 different files then, they're incomplete, each one meaning information's away for make up that file, they're not the informations are not there. Then also the former president may get up to 5 cases and two cases, one get judgment date, the other one they say judgment don't take place, but then no date, no day. The judiciary not able to provide a date when that judgment they happen on their own record with them provide me. And then the other 3 cases from the former president, they don't disappear.
Okay. Well, that's now the chief executive for Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Abdul M. Fatoma. They talked to Usman Kamara inside an interview. They said call on President Bill for set up investigation committee for investigate judiciary of Salone for no outcome 38 commission of inquiry filed them lost not in custody. The program Good Morning Salone they continue.
Inside the program, we take one of headlines to read. Inside the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julle Jallow say part of Inwaka and the Eastern region and for make peace between SLPP member the women don't get chamot during the SLPP lower level election. It talk this way go Waka and Kenema in Kaila district for make peace for SLPP member them and supervise government projects them. For more on this, make we join Musa Kamara.
The money is enter. The blessing of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Julius Madabio, the only person that I believe.
The Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julle Jallow, they enter Kenema City na the eastern region of Salone and one by mission na this region and for make peace between member them na the Salone People's Party.
So today we are as deputy leader Jola Riepo, the message of His Excellency the Presidency, he wants a strong, united SLPP party. So we all na SLPP begin them. So if we go and know the history of SLPP, we belong to the family name. Now not a region, now Kafu block. We over generation to generation, we only na SLPP. So we will not get side for go. And we will not go sit down, we will see the brothers and sisters them they will succeed themselves. Kenema na a center of gravity. Anytime I tire, they say Kenema na the center of gravity for the SLPP party. Now the center of gravity will not agree, Lagos will not be take place there.
Vice President Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallow, they talk about in purpose na Kenema. Within clear na that from where the SLPP lower level election done inside 2025, some party member them, especially the one them will be doing at the last executive, na Kenema, not be the go na the party office again and not be get anything for do with the SLPP because they say they're not glady the way they've been treat them during this election. As part of the peace process, the vice president been bring together Kemsin Bremer, the current SLPP Kenema district chairman, and the first 10 party chairman Moriba S. Kurma, where people can call Agbao, together and they hug themselves and shake hands at the public who say vice president be Anuba, the Kenema district, to them two people here will be get issue after the election. This peace deal, according to the vice president, don't begin show results.
Even today, so the people that will not be the kind of this party officer, about the other people they show, they do that today. And they go tell them and say, the job don't really get results.
The first 10 chairman Moriba S. Kurma Agbao say with this peace deal go make a begin go waka at the office and work with the current executive. He talked to Radio Democracy after the peace process.
The treatment will get Naya in order to fair with the majority. Now the majority they hot. They will not be happy, but they don't avoid the office, will not do good, they do by whistle, they do anything by whistle. But the Honorable Vice President, with his wisdom, he say this will let so go into election 2028, it will create problem for this party. But let me tell you, the Honorable Vice President are one of the people that are this party who have a high respect for. And that make me accept for them to talk this piece. Because they don't come for can't talk this piece, people that don't come, so I not agree. Because the manner in which they treat me, put me in that office, it not be fair. Honestly, let me tell you now, my own Kingston Down are ready for pet for SLPP, are ready for defend SLPP anywhere.
So you don't get, you talk now with the current chairman, and you don't talk to his supporters?
Me don't tell the district chairman we did now say, anytime they get meeting, let them call me, anything we give them tough time, because maybe don't do that office, I get the experience. Let them ask me, I will advise them, I will help them, I'm ready for give them 100% support.
As deputy leader of the SLPP, the vice president promised Kenema people for party office.
SLPP Kenema district, new party office, Majoma Paupa. New party office, Majoma Paupa. Kenema district, when I get party office, Paupa, when I get party office.
Waiting supporters them make up of the vice president in Wakana Kenema and the peace process.
Kola talk to we, Kola unite, go if we not unite, not go for fully party together. While we 2028, Kola make we come, Kola talk to we, no all day, let we work in peace and unity.
We want to tell Bibi, plenty, thank you. But we don't come, so make peace for we. Because they say one country, one people. Actually, we party, so we can be peaceful by the people. No petrol, no that they could say,
What's in a car grow like Julde Jallow? They get respect for him boss. And President Yobi tell we say, it's out of power. Now SLPP for kind of power. And you always solution will make SLPP kind of power. Now Julde Jallow. And President Mio, they know one steady party. We are like Julde Jallow, let Julde Jallow go for 2020. So very happy. The other vice president. You're unbeatable. Why don't work for the country? No halala, no corruption. Why not for Groleka? President Biola and the people. We are like it to
the vice president in peace message being continue to Kailaun districts.
Kailaun election don't know. So I encourage all the stakeholders in Kailaun for Tima being the chairman. 100%. Let me work with the chairman. Kailaun a very strong place. One stakeholder talk me this to say, when the momentum start na Kailaun by SLPP business, it will go all over the country. show unity. We know how the stakeholders in the work now.
VP Jule be observe the Remembrance Day with people at Kailaun district as the place where the 11-year rebel war been begin.
The war at Kailaun district that is that not so Kailaun are then at the center of that Remembrance Day. We want everybody know now say Puna young way how we want to celebrate that. I will give small envelope to the chairman for mobilization of our mobilized. Corona no say His Excellency don't declare that day. So all the people who don't know.
The peace talk na Kenema and Kailaun na one with the Vice President Opse go all water for make the party continue for strong in other parts of the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
The program Good Morning Saloon they continue before we look at walkabout and messages them alusign at this moment. What do I expect from the governments and authorities them way concern?
Thanks very much once more. Really, President Bill, and with Big Brother, we tell God thank you. We're going to make him be the chief of the armed forces for today. Really, when they talk to you, Papa, Kreman Puan Parebu say if you mama cook, you know belful. We don't go cook with you belful. So dear Big Brother, this is a message where they go to you. If you left free, you go out of this power. You know, put nothing in place for we. Really, we don't know how we go do. No, we're not government way for acts because the past government them, they not be get much awareness than you when a soldier who they expect much from you. So dear Papa, not left free so. Think about we. Housing, not a place for acts. Never mind, by we self we don't move and meet the Ministry of Lands. With them, we don't promise we. Say by this February, then go try by all means.
This February,
where they come. Then go try by all means, made and see what then they do. But now priority for me. Because now team way, they may tell me. So dear with the big medical facility, one for long and help we. We picking them, school business. Education make some of you will go far. And we sacrifice life for this nation. Okay. Make we no land book. So dear, we know what they are living in this country. One for long we cry the hard. We don't try too hard. We don't go to amnesty, special court, this, that. But the business, we don't know how they run. It's like na syndicate. When you go in and you put your problem, you go see you catch like fire before you remember I don't hurt. This make we not understand. And we will fight for this peace, for restore this democracy in this country. We not will ever tolerate any more fight in this country for the peace of this land.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alusign. We'll come back to you, Dr. Spencer. What in the country need for do now for avoid some of the things that will lead to rebel war?
Well, first of all, anybody they below 30 years, not been baby, the time where the war starts, so until not been born yet. The war don't end 24 years ago. And I don't think the majority, particularly the young people, they don't know what in really this country go through. I think say the TRC report then be make a bridge version where the idea have been for make them use in our schools. I go urge government for make them introduce them book them day into primary or perhaps JSS school them so that the Peking them go understand what in this country go through so that as then they grow, they're not going to make the mistake them where we don't big be make. It's very important. We need to catch them young. Right now, a lot of young people, they don't, as I said, they don't know what in the country been go through, and a lot of them prone to violent behavior. With the all kind of thing they happen, violence, drugs, etc., etc. A lot of them get roots in the rebel war. So I think it's important for make school picking them, read about the war, and understand but and they need for begin teaching at school. I think say that is something where this government for put in place. If for JSS government can implement and I think fairly simply just introduce them as part of our history, not part of Salon history now. So the young people need for study that history there. They will not make the same mistake again. And the other thing that when are the TRC recommendations. Apart from the mandatory one, then where I think say by now all for the implement, the other one then we get about 200 more with one the way na for then get the way then categorize them. I think the government need to look down in there as well and try to implement at least some of them in the next few years, because then recommendation and they, as we all know, well, some of we know, the TIC make them for law will not go back to South Commot as far as work concerned.
Okay, Doc, we come back to you, Dr. Julius Spencer. We they go for Wakabot. We can look at few messages the more I don't send on the number 077981991 and also on Facebook page.
Another morning again, I say Monday mine, I say Monday, I say let's keep a minute of silence, boy. I say 24 years now, I say 9 I don't mind. I say, one remember the Canada thing, I say, we brass and Kobe say, make in company them, I say, then take arms and then begin do it and they do. I say, I begin think of mine. I say, boy, nothing this not to remember the one we don't die no more. I say, nothing this back, I say, follow member wax on there. I say, because I they tell them Lily Baba, I say, Poshy no go can make a one kiddy be now. I say, like how foot no dey so again. Because I be no way pass way. I say, we alpha be the fly up and down at this storm. I say, now we be no. I say, I dey dive and dash since I got a he dey come, oh, he dey come. Thank you now. I say, then engage them there. I say, then don't pass mine. I say, another make them think that we go make you go against side and they say, who they talk a mine. And you know, say, Kababi say, Leo come on and talk am so Lily Baba themselves no go talk am na bush with arms. So let we dey talk am. I say, Baba the other audit report come for me. I say, I concern for this Ministry of Health. I say, audit report of our audit report. I say, Ministry of Health. I say, they name the cup. Not so common. I say, the Canada contract with the audit report say, they want them they over 75 million loans. I say, brother, what contract and then say now for rehabilitation, 12 government hospital them and serve 3D8 empty office them. I say, 14 of them contractors and they receive 30% advance. Then 21,000 above by the tell you so 21 million brother and oh. And the contract start so. I say 4 years down the line. None of them projects then they as I explain to you so. None no go before, no can be end. So no more this day. Don't believe government hospital, $29 million. I say 100% of that payment I say direct na the contractor. I say upon not third party no go verify whether or not thing the all wrong complete. I say we bring them go. I say them go watch and say let them go no more for go observe na this hospital. I say them fair not say cheating them. where the contract say them buy for do 10 now, and the money I say they don't pay am full. Then say bra permanent secretary, then say if for go make bra them pay back. I say over 3 billion women and they say them they take for oversee medical. 13% they say them give them at the hand. Receipt no they not pay them at the hospital oversee. I say the country has a low prayer, a minute of silence. Me na gonna work about.
Well, from Walkabout, we look at few messages and come to the studio, guest them for respond and wrap up the program. The first one they take now from Patrick Musa Momodu. They say SNP and APC. Some of us we saw what a pregnant woman pregnancy we are open in a broad daylight. We are resilient people of sufferness, but we can be resilient with war. Somewhat we need peace.
This one from Ibrahim Sise says Sierra Leone past shows that injustice and bad governance lead to conflicts, and these signs still exist today. To prevent repetition, peace education should be taught in schools. Peace messages promoted through music and art, and politicians held to peace pledge with strong laws. Only then can the nation move from remembering the past to securing a peaceful future.
To discuss on Facebook page, he says it's good to have a day like this to reflect on the brutal civil war. Sadly, the things that led to the brutal civil war, according to the TRC report, are still happening or even worse. Let's save our democracy.
This one say, Dr. Spencer, how can I reach you? Government should make use of Dr. Spencer and Joe Eddie Ali for the younger ones to aware about things that happen during the war.
This one say, APC and SPP, we need peace, please.
It's that now some of the few messages then we'll go take inside the program. We'll cover to you Alusain. What will be your word of message to government?
Well, the word of message to Papa government, President Biole no say we and he now brothers. Today don't be the chief of the armed forces, but the injury we will get today, instead of getting you. Today, now info make the way for we. As I say, if you left free, it go. We not get nobody next to get for blame. We be the blame President Kaba and SBI because they not be no. But he will feel say you know more than them people here. So do I with the big. We want see him. We don't try many. Remember, it don't start 1 year. This now 7 years almost they can go. We don't write several letters. We know able see him. We no. Together when you be the campaign, you be tell we say my brothers there, what kind of power, everything go solve. But from where kind of power, we the war wounded them. We don't ever get away for Siam. So do a 1 meet to 1 follow you get table talk. Then you go to take and say blame game they come up boku. Let's see the 1-to-1. God bless you, Mr. President. God bless Mama Salon, and God bless you. Yeah.
Our open heart desire will be achieved for see the president and put on Christ them across to them. Dr. Spencer, you round up message to the young people.
Well, first of all, the person will ask how he can reach me. Just contact 98.1, then go direct you. My message really now both to government and ordinary citizens. I think say everybody for try for read the TRC report. I continue for say particularly that section we say the antecedents to the war. It is online. Just Google Sierra Leone Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. You go see them, read them. If you don't have government, even more critical for make you read them. Let you understand how we reach us, how we been reached 1991, how they parented 2002. Secondly, I think say for teach them na school. I think say that they also very important. Government for take steps for make we picking them at school, particularly JSS, begin for study the Salon War.
Thank you very much, Dr. Julius Spencer, for joining me in today's edition of the program, and also Alusan Bangura, Public Relations Officer, War Wounded Retired Sujamande. I want to thank you for joining me. Now, this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon Golefi for today. Plenty thank you to the production team, Michael Sambola. We produced the program with support from Mangi Mansare, Adeyemi Jackson, and also plenty thank you to DJ Kiman for technical support. Miri Kamara Bangura, Fatmata Samra, we make Kunasi live on Facebook. So today, Musa Kamara, say have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
My name is Usman Kamara. Bye bye.